Hey guys, to celebrate Barbie's 61st anniversary, I'm going to be making a Barbie cake. To make the Barbie cake, I'm going to be using this classic Barbie mold dress here, along with 2 other pans to make the dress a little taller. I'm also going to be making the cake out of this funfetti cake mix. I'm going to get the ingredients on the back of my box and begin. In my mixing bowl, I put in the cake mix, 1 cup of water, half a cup of vegetable oil, and 3 large eggs. While my batter is mixing, I'm going to spray all of my pans with spray butter. When my cake mix is done, I divide the batter into each of the 2 pans. And I put 1 full cake mix into the Barbie cake mold. Next, I put the cake in the oven. Once the cake is done, I gently flip it over and lay it onto the rack to cool. I also let the cakes cool for a few minutes before taking them out of the pans. To make my icing, I'm going to be using the buttercream frosting recipe from Wilton.com. In a bowl, I add 2 sticks of softened butter. Then I make sure to mix the butter all up. I add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Then I quickly mix that in with the butter. I carefully add all 4 cups of my powdered sugar, mixing 1 cup in at a time. Finally, I add in 2 tablespoons of milk. Now, to color my icing, I'm going to be using this sky blue food coloring that I found. I carefully add in just a few dots of the blue food color because I want my dress to be a lighter blue. Then I mix it all together until we've got that nice blue color that we like. Once my cakes have finally cooled, I'm going to get a knife and slightly trim off the top ridges so when I stack these, they're going to be a little more even on top of each other. Now it's time to assemble the cake. On my first cake here, I'm going to add a pretty thick layer of some blue icing. Then I carefully lay my other cake on top of the icing layer upside down, then cover it in blue icing as well. Finally, I lay my third cake right on top. Now I get the doll that I'm going to be using and I place her gently into the middle of the cake. Next, I start icing the cake with a thin crumb coat layer. When my crumb coat layer is done, I leave it for a few minutes to set up. I keep icing the cake layer after layer until all of the cake has been covered up. Now I start piping icing to make the top layer of the doll's dress. I also add little rosettes all around the doll's dress. I'm also going to be adding the silver colored mist to the dress. And we're done. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys.